win the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Cam Newton and the New England Patriots. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First down, Newton. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Newton. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And he'll find Hall. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They will go for it. Now Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense. They've gotten the ball from them.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
Ball carrier.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
The score is Seahawks 7, Patriots 0. Michael Dixon to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The shotgun snap for Newton. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I'm sure at times James White gets frustrated because he might want to carry the ball a little bit more, but when you catch it like that, that's how teams are going to use you. The majority of his snaps may come on passing downs because he can create big plays downfield. 2nd on the team in catches in 2019. He led his squad in 2018.
To Sony Michel.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton, he'll get this into the hands of Bird. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Gain on the play.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing again is Newton. We've seen quite a bit of the short pass. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Running out of the gun with White. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3rd and long. It's Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
51, Mike 51.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They'll run with White. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. He got 29 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
56 to Mark, 56. Check 56.
They'll try and run it in with White. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
New England.
James White taking it in. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Nick Folk for the point after.
Bro, what you talking about? Fuck. Damn, I did.
And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game.
You ain't got to play the lead right there.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
9-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Devin
McCourty brings him down.
Gain on the play.
For Pete Carroll, by the way, his ties to the Patriots go deeper than that heartbreaking loss in Super Bowl 49. He was actually the Patriots head coach for 3 years. Some people forget that, 97, 98, and 99. And he had some degree of success as they went 27-21 in those 3 seasons.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The handoff to Chris Carson.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. First down, here's White. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Newton out wide, that's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the Seahawks' 25-yard line.
2nd and 11 now.
From the gun, here's Newton. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Newton. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now left side, a completion motion to his tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Greg Olsen was a big-time pickup for the Seattle Seahawks in the offseason. Spent the last 9 seasons with Carolina as an all-pro, Pro Bowl tight end, and did the same thing before that with the Chicago Bears. Now he moves to the Northwest and gives Russell Wilson a big-time target in the middle of the field.
Airing it out, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Greg Olsen, 60 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. So many times you think of these tight ends catching the ball already in the end zone, but today's tight end, they can run after the catch, too, to score.
They're big, they're strong, and they're extremely athletic, and they can surprise the heck out of you when they get the ball in their hands and they're running away from the defense.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. Newton 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a catch there by Julian Edelman, and I know the conversation is very big on how much will he miss Tom Brady. But Edelman's one of the top slot receivers in the league and an uber competitor. He's going to miss his friend, but he wants to show the rest of the league that his skills...
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. That's caught by the tight end, Lacoste. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
A gain of 22.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From the red zone now, Newton. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Newton on 3rd down. This is White on the screen. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
They'll run. This is White. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
touchdown.
A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Patriots are back within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So now remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Room here to run. There he goes left side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Wilson will hand to Carson on the option.
And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Wilson with the handoff.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Carson will take the handoff out of the option play.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Good gain by Chris Carson. Picks up a first down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. To throw is Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Tyler Lockett. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. To throw again is Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
Patriots 13. Michael Dixon to kick off for
the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Matthew Slater to return it. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is down deep into Seattle territory.
Pass.
It's a big play there for the Patriots. 63 yards.
63 yards. First down, New England.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, Newton. Flushed out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Operating from the gun, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
On the option to hand off to Carson. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
The handoff to Chris Carson.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And here we are, almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On first down, White. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They stay on the ground with White. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
First off play action, Newton. And now here is another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Newton.
The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Chris Carson on
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter with the score Seahawks 32, Patriots 13.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds Dorsett, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Philip Dorsett catching the pass there against his former team. Played 3 years with the Patriots after 2 in Indianapolis and was a member of the team that won Super Bowl 53, you might remember. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
The keeper thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
At their own
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll start the drive with a give to White. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
at the 14-yard line.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
24-yard gain on the play.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
New England on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready? Here we go.
From the gun, Newton. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ready? to the 3. 50, check my 50. I'm coming after you. I'm catching back. Minus 50, minus 50.
Newton now to throw. He's got Lacoste, his tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Newton throwing again. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Damiere Byrd, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Throwing again. Newton. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing it.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Quinton Dunbar with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Hey, we got 4 down.
This time Wilson will throw. He's got Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
15-yard line.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Wilson wants to throw it. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
10 at the 37-yard line.
for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made by...
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. It's caught inside the 25. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
4 yards. And that's good for another Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Philip Dorsett. Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Intended for DK Metcalf. Incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now,